Are you looking for help with your back pain? Have you tried just resting it, seeing how that goes? Maybe some medications, the things that your friends have suggested you try, the things that your families have suggested that you try, all with minimal to no success. Or maybe you're just very diligent and this back pain has just started and you are trying to get on top of it and get out of this pain as soon as possible. That is what we help people do every day. We help active adults end their back pain so that they can reclaim their favorite recreational activities without medications, surgery, or injections. And this is what we do all day. And we hear very similar stories from lots of people. They all have the same questions. What did I do? How long will this last? What can I do to make my recovery be quicker so that I'm not here? And why has it lasted as long as it's lasted? Or why does it keep coming back? That's also another frequent question I get asked. And so in this video, I just want to go over a few of those things with you. And the ones that we can't answer in this video, I'm gonna tell you how we can get those answers for you specifically. So let's start with, why does back pain take so long to get over? Well, a big part of that is because there's so much information out there, it is very hard to make a decision. And when it's hard for us to make a decision, we tend to mull over all the things and not make a decision. And so oftentimes we suffer with pain much longer than we should have because we didn't make a decision. We couldn't get there. We couldn't find a good path forward. We didn't know what information to look at. We didn't have anybody helping us kind of sift through that information so that we could make a good decision for ourselves. So that's really one of the number one reasons that back pain lasts for as long as it does. Another reason is well-meaning practitioners will tell you that you're having this pain because of your age, or because you like to do X sport, or because you have this type of job. And so you internalize that and you say, well, I guess this is just going to be my reality. And you hang out with this pain, assuming that it has to be just because. So that is another reason why back pain can last as long as it does. Again, some people are told, hey, try these pills and let's see how this goes. So you do exactly what the doctor tells you. You try these pills and you've come to the idea that it might not be done with in like 1 week or 2 weeks. Maybe it'll take 3 months. Maybe it'll take 4 months. I had more better days, so now it's 6 months, but you haven't had any noticeable changes. You just are going with what the doctor said and trying the pills. So this is the story I hear from lots of people. So they can end up in pain for years, dealing with the same back pain and the same recurring issues over and over again, because then they tried exercises. And it always seems like a good idea. Your doctor told you to do exercises, your friend's done exercises. So exercises work for back pain. The only problem is that sometimes we do the wrong exercises, or we do the right exercises incorrectly, or maybe for your particular type of back pain, that exercise is just not good. For instance, if you go for a walk, lots of people hear that walking for back pain is wonderful. And as a global statement, I would agree with this. But if you are very stiff, if your core is very weak, then going for a walk for 5, 10, 15 minutes could actually make everything that much worse and set you back versus if you had just rested. So it can be very overwhelming, right? Even hearing that. How do you determine if walking is going to be good for you or bad for you? It's very, very scary. The other thing is, when you're in a lot of pain, we tend to want to sit because sitting has to be better than walking around. Unfortunately, if you have something like sciatica or stenosis, sitting can actually make everything worse. So you might have temporary relief while you're sitting, but then during the transition, when you go to stand, you have more pain, and that can last for a long time. Or if in cases of stenosis, you feel like you stood up and you're kind of stuck. And then as you start to walk, you feel like you have to lean on things. You feel like you have to like hold on to the desk, the countertop, other things, because it helps give you relief from your back pain. And as much as it seems like sitting relieved that, sitting is actually making that worse. And so even as I've talked about this, it becomes very convoluted to figure out how to help your specific back pain just by looking at something on the internet. It really does help if you have somebody that can guide you through that and somebody who can spend time with you. And I know that a lot of doctors are very well-meaning, but they simply don't have a whole lot of time. Most doctors are only going to spend about 10-15 minutes with you. And the difference with our clinic is that if you call up, we're going to spend 15 to 20 minutes talking about your specific situation. You have the opportunity to ask me if I've treated your type of situation, if I've helped people get back to the sport you're trying to do, all sorts of questions. And I'm gonna spend a good 20 minutes with you on the phone. Another way that we help with people is, if they're just gung-ho and they're ready to go, there's a button below that you can fill in a little form, and we will call you back and let you know about the availability and the cost. And you get to ask us a little bit of, your questions about the clinic and how things are run and kind of the nuts and bolts of the clinic. Now, for those of you who are still very overwhelmed by the whole prospects of physical therapy, you've probably, in a lot of cases, people have tried physical therapy and it hasn't worked for them for a variety of reasons. And so hearing yet another video that promises something you just be very skeptical. It can sound like it's just not possible. So for people who are on the fence and very skeptical, but you still want to find out a little bit more information, I offer a discovery visit. So with the discovery visit, it's a 20-minute session. You come in, we meet, we talk, you get a lot of the same information, any information. Have you helped this situation? Have you seen this before? What would treatments look like? What would everything do? So a lot of the questions that you probably have up front, we're going to spend that time together, and it's 100% free. You just come in, we're going to talk, and we're going to make sure that I'm the right fit for you and you're the right fit for me, and then we'll make whatever decision going forward. If you're not ready to come in and to talk, you're still looking for a little bit more information, I have put my best tips for how to alleviate back pain in an ebook. And so that is available for you on the site. You can just download it and we'll send it right to your inbox. If you're looking for more specific, maybe stuff for like your sport or how you specifically feel like it's injured, I've written a lot of blog posts on back pain and how to recover from it. So feel free to check out any or all of those blog posts. They're categorized and separated by date, so you can kind of figure out what it is that you're looking for, and there should be information on that topic for you. So I hope that any or all of this information is helpful, and I look forward to speaking to you soon.